you know. Today we are at Siddhaganj. Siddhaganj is the place where Guruji Abode Nadananda Maharaj stays. Abode Nadananda ji is the 48th Guru of Gyanganj Parambara. And today Guruji will be speaking about Siddhaganj and will be speaking some of the Guruji's close devotees, and we'll know about ashram activities and Guruji's concept about spirituality, seva, and other activities. Now we have with us Guruji Avaduda Nadananda ji. My question is, Guruji traveled all across India. We were in Panipat, we were in Jammu, and we were in so many years in Himalayas, and at last in Karnool. Why in Karnool? Why in Siddhaganj?
To be very frank with you, during my stays in Himalayas, I met with Swamiji who belongs to Kadapa. We stayed together for some time. He told me about the specialty of this Nallamala forest. Nallamala forest is in Karnool district. A specialty what he told is, when he knows that I was doing Srividya Sadhana, then I inquired, what is the specialty? He told me. There's a place called Kolan Bharati. From there to a very big stretch goes up to Padmavati near Tirupati, Tirumala. So there are 27 temples which is meant for Shakti Sadhana only in all the ways. There was an inquisitive, there was an eagerness to visit that place. Of course, I was inquiring about the details of these places. When I got the details, this Kolan Bharati was supposed to be a university of Dasamaha Vidya as well as Srividya. Even now, उसका जो बाकी जो पड़ा है उधर ही है. Then I travelled, not knowing the Karnool people. I remember that day when I came to Karnool, I spent my first night in Karnool on Karnool bus stand. Then I travelled with the help of Dr. Satyarayana to Kolan. From there I travelled lot of places like Brahmaramba in Sri Sailam, Panchamatha there. That is the 5 different aspects or different pujas of Srividya. Then I went to Ishtakameshwari. That is, Ishtakameshwari is the place for Kameshwari puja. That's a wonderful Murti is there. Parvati is having a Shivalingam in her hand, and if you touch the forehead, it is like a human being's body, a stone Murti. From there I went to what we call next Kadalivanam and different even Trabhuramdagam. This all comes under 27 places. There was a decision in my mind. Being a Shakti Sadhaka, Srividya Sadhaka, I should renovate or reorganize the 27 temples. Let me drag you back to little bit to the history of this area. It was the time when Shakti Sadhana was prevalent in this area, Karnool and surrounding areas. By time, it changed to Shaiva Sadhana. Then the prabhava of Bhakti Bhaksha, means rather Pushti Margi Sadhana, like Venkateswara Swami and Dvaita Sadhana came, so it was dominated by it. By the time factor, it is totally dilapidated and destroyed. नाश हो चुका था पूरा जंगल का मंदिर सब. मन में हार्दिक इच्छा था इसको हमने revive किया. So there was a fear of Vedana in my mind to do something. When I went to Hyderabad first with all British Gazettes, papers and all to meet the higher officials of KSI, Archaeological Survey. Maybe because of my dirty clothes and all these things, people are assessing with the clothes. we put some very negative words, what we can do for the society, what you can do, why you are doing, what you can do for these things. Okay. I was very much disappointed and I left the place, and I left with all the pain. Without, on that day I was not planning to come and settle in Kabul, but I heard, like Yogi Vemanam, Ram Reddy Thakur, Dr. Swami, great Avadhusas dwelled here in Kabul. Why? Because you know, when the time Agastya was traveling this place, that one of the greatest rishis and Avadhuta, Agastya was going this path, there was a blessing from Agastya, because Lokamudra Agastya's patni, wife, Sri Selam, Samadhi, Kamarama Samadhi. I am exposing this, all these things. तो उनका आशीर्वाद से आज भी कर्नूल टाउन के आसपास में 2-3 दिन अवधूत लोगों को आपको मिले. The entire plan to revive or retrieve or what you call rejuvenate the entire 27 Mongols went in. Yes, I was unable to because of no money, because of no manpower. I just withdrawn myself. I was back to my Jammu. Again, once again, I met that Swamiji who told me about this Nallavala structures. He is also one of the Avadhutas. In Madhya Pradesh, there is a village, Kodariya, he is staying there. I want to come back. Several times I attended. Here I want to mention a great person's name. Now he is no more. Dr. Padmavat of Shivaji Spurtigatla. He helped me in such a way to collect all details and all relevant things to establish these temples. Even though he is a Madhva, he done it. But there again I failed. Finally, I had that intention, strong intention. I came back. I was staying at Atmapur with Dr. Satyarayana, who was one of my foremost disciples in Andhra Pradesh. We have visited a great place like Rudrapur. There's a Shivlingam with the rods of Rudrakshas. Wonderful place. He only asked our Madam Satyam to bring this to them. I was on the way to Bangalore from here. I came here. I think rather the total उसका यशस सत्यम को जाना चाहिए. Credit goes to Satyam who brought me here. I stayed at his house for a long time. Of course, being a guru, there are some plus and minuses. We are quarreling, we are loving, we are having all these things. But finally, they established me here. But even now, because of the red tapeism of the government and all, I couldn't do anything for the revival or retrieval or rejuvenation of this entire service and temples. I should say sorry to a couple of people as well as the people of Bharat, who said that I couldn't do. I had a lecture, but that lecture I failed. But I am here to build up that Sri Vidya which not happened in the forest. I will remove the forest from the minds of my disciples. I will keep Amar in there. That's
You mean to say that the project is still want to do the project, or you left with that under the project?
I cannot leave it. It is in my mind, but we cannot do it. Because in India, we are having that attention to us. Government will not help. If at all we are making the building and doing something, immediately endowment will take care and they will allow us to do this. So I don't say I failed in it. Instead of establishing all the temples or regenerating all the temples, repeatedly I am telling, I can establish all Amara temples in the mind of my all disciples here.
Every day, 7 to 8 o'clock, there will be Guru Gita in Siddhaganj, chanting and session by Guruji. So, what is the importance and Guru Gita in Siddhaganj? Now we have finished 300 slokas of Guru Gita.
Guru Gita is from Skanda Purana. भगवती भगवत परमेश्वर परमेश्वर का संवाद। देखिए, जगत आधारम गुरु सर्वम, ये जगत का आधार रूप में गुरु रूपी परमेश्वर है। ये एस्टैब्लिश करने के लिए जो हमारे पास जो ग्रंथ है गुरु गीता, मेरा परम गुरु भगवान नित्यानंद का आश्रम है, निरंतर नित्य इसका पाठ और अनुसरण कर और तमाम देशों में होता है। यहाँ सिद्धगंज में गुरु गीता इसलिए ही गुरु द अबोड ऑफ सिद्धास। यहाँ ये 4 दीवारी का अंदर ज्ञानगंज का महागुरुओं का आशीर्वाद से एक आई डोंट से ब्रांच, a part of that is established here last 5 years ago. साधना चल रहा है, चर्चा चल रहा है, कई प्रकार का डेवलपमेंट इधर एक्सटर्नल नहीं, साधुओं का जीवन का चल रहा है। लेकिन ये जो सिद्धगंज का थे, सिद्ध माने वन हु इज अटेन्ड जीवन मुक्ति, इसको सिद्ध करना। ये नहीं कि हाथ ऐसा करते हैं कि आसमान से विभूति निकलेगा तो सिद्ध। आई डोंट बिलीव। Even a small magician can do it. सिद्ध माने परमात्मा प्राप्ति हुआ ना। इसको एक सिंपल उदाहरण से आपको मैं समझाता हूँ कि कुछ वर्ष पहले जनवरी 2 साल पहले जनवरी में I was suffering from a heart disease and I was about to close the entire chapter. I was about to go back to my Guru's abode. And when I experienced that a group of 7 Siddhas entered here and they touched me and they brought me back to normal life for the betterment of me. तो सिद्धांत का एक विशेषता गुरु गीता ने गुरु का उपदिष्ट गीता गायते इति गीता, गुरु का गीता का उपदिष्ट मार्ग में जो जीवन चलने वाला शिष्यों का आध्यात्मिक उन्नति के लिए मात्र यह स्थान है। It is not a public place. It is not an ashram. I want to make it very clear to the entire world. Siddhaganj is not an ashram, Siddhaganj is not a public place, Siddhaganj is not a temple, it's a place for upliftment of all sadhakas in their spirituality. Right? Got it? Now, यहाँ गुरु लोगों का निर्णय से श्री चक्र का हिसाब से, श्री चक्र का वास्तु हिसाब से हमने नीचे का मंदिर रखा। एक दारम का भी फर्क देना नहीं। और सेंटर में ये शरीर समाधि होने के बाद उसको रखने के लिए एक पिट भी बनाया और वो पिट में 18 फुट पिट में काफी लंबी तक तो ताम्र तार से पूरा यह भूमि ऑलमोस्ट 21 into 21 into 18 मेजरमेंट में ये भूमि को प्रत्येक अणु को श्री विद्या का मंत्रों से एक्टिवेट किया। That's why मैंने कई बार अनुभव की सिद्धांत का अंदर प्रवेश रोकते हुए प्रवेश करने वाले व्यक्ति हंसते हुए जा रहे। It is not credit not go to me. Credit goes to the entire Guru Mandal. Okay. Now why Guru Gita? ये गीता प्रत्येक श्लोक में सामान्य अर्थ में आपको मैं नहीं सुना जाए, रहस्यार्थ, संप्रदायार्थ और शास्त्रार्थ, इस प्रकार 6 प्रकार का अर्थ समझते समय एक व्यक्ति अपना साधना में सिद्धगंज में एक श्लोक का भी अनुसरण करेगा, वो व्यक्ति अपना जीवन धन्य होकर के भौतिक का वो Paramukhu Bhogate, he can go to the ultimate reality. That is why I am here, that is why Siddhaganj is here, that is why Guru Gita is.
Recently in Siddhaganj, we have a Guru Gadda here, Gaddi, the Guru Gaddi. So, what is the significance of Guru Gaddi? Apart from the Siddhaganj, we have Guru Gaddi in Panipat also, Jammu also we have a Guru Gaddi. उसमें उधर का गुरुगद्दी and सिद्धगंज गुरुगद्दी में कुछ फर्क है and
it was the first place where we made the Guru Gadi. Guru Gadi usually we make according to the Kundalini 7 chakras and all. In the middle we used to make a pit and keep a yantra for 7 things. When I felt that my work is over at Jammu, I have handed over the entire property ashram Guru Gadi to my foremost first disciple Swami Ongaranand Tirtha, and now he is taking care of the things. Now I am not going there and he will take care of the things, and that he is entitled or interested to be there in that Guru Gadi. So he is taking care of the thing. I am happy with those situations. But when about this Guru Gadi also, you may be remembering that one of my good friend Jananda Omarji of Kesari Weekly, chief editor, I entrusted him to do the puja with the help of one of my other disciple, Reverend Ayaji. They have done the Shat Chakra puja here, and we established this. On the top, on Sahasara, a flower is kept and 5 devas are kept. That is meant for Panchabhutas and Panchamahabhutas also. And on the top of that, Guru is sitting, means Guru is spreading the Jnana Marga. That the Gati is very important for all Shishyas. If the physical Guru is not there also on this Gati, his presence will be here. I told my disciples in that way that you need not worry that Guruji is there, not there, Guruji's photo is there. You just have a bow down your head and do namaskar to the Gati is enough for fulfill your needs. That is the speciality. And in India, in Bharat, we have a system, Hindustan का एक system है. कोई भी गुरु जीवित है तो गुरु के लिए एक गद्दी का व्यवस्था शिष्य लोग करते हैं. बाद में गुरु जी का शरीर शांत होने या समाधि होने के बाद वो गद्दी या तो उत्तराधिकारी बैठेगा, उत्तराधिकारी नहीं तो गुरु का एक निशान, मतलब something like this भिक्षापात्रम or Paduka or something will be that then daily worship is going on. So in future here also सिद्धगंज जी का कोई उत्तराधिकारी अभी नियुक्त नहीं हुआ, इसलिए अगर मेरा समाधि हो गया तो भी you will take care that some Paduka will be there and do the puja. गुरु गति का महत्व इसलिए है कि सांसारिक और आध्यात्मिक जीवन में हमको पूर्णता लाने के लिए ये गुरु गति हमको सहायता करेगा.
And did Punisharanam for 16 times. And you are a Srividya master, and still again generally Srividya Upasakas and Srividya masters will be doing continuous sadhanas in their ashram. Apart from that, you are entirely different. You are doing the social service and service to humanity. What is the reason for that?
From the age of 8, I learned how to live for others. I was in Sangha Shakhas since 8 till 8. So the impulse of this Bhagavad Bhajam, which tells us Yagam and Seva. The meaning of this color is renunciation and service. This is the motto of a sannyasi. Of course, Srividya, the auspicious wisdom which we call for a better, prosperous life in materialistic as well as spiritual. That's the part. Whether he is a Guru or Siddha or Divya, even a Jivan Mukta, I believe if he is not living for others, he is a person. This concept I learned especially from Manya Bhaskar Rao ji, who took me personally when he was the Pranta Pracharak of Sangha in Kerala. I was holding his hands and he used to take me to Sangha Shagas. I was doing pranams.
experienced the totality of Hindutva under this thing. It motivated me. वो मुझे दूसरों को जीने के लिए एक प्रेरणा और एक अर्थ व्यापकता दी. आज भी एक बार का घटना मैं बताता हूँ. मैं वनवासी कल्याण आश्रम का कार्य करता था. उस समय एक अखिल भारतीय बैठक हरिद्वार में हुई. मैं एक सन्यासी था और पूरे का पूरा संघस्थान में ध्वज प्रणाम करके नमस्ते सदावत से बोलता. बाकी मेरा मित्र सन्यासी लोग जब हंसता था मैं उनको बोलता था कि अगर तुम ये रंग से, ये ध्वज से, इसका वर्ण से प्रेरणा नहीं ले सकता तुम्हारा काशाय वस्त्र को. To be frank, I was a rebel from the beginning. My beginning was with an existential feeling. Then I was a rebel. They used to call me, my public devotees, disciples, are you a communist guru? I am neither a communist guru nor a communal guru. I am a guru who is living for the betterment of others. When we are taking sannyasa, our great gurus used to teach us, Atmano Mokshartha Jagat Hitacha. Whatever you are doing, it is definitely for the betterment of you, but it should be for the betterment of others. I am trying to do it. And even at this age.
So it's Manav Seva, Madhav Seva.
Naturally, if you cannot visualize or if you cannot see Paramatma in every being, not only human being, I'll rather tell you, a small tree, a small ant, anything which is having a life, it is Paramatma. So whatever you are doing, it is for the worship, it is the worship, it is the puja of Paramatma, it is your sadhana. That is what I teach to my disciples also. Don't sit hours together with the mala or meditation or all these things. Go to the society, go to the people, do something to wipe their tears. If you can do a little bit to give a smile on the face of others, मैं जब हिमालय के लिए आश्रम छोड़ते हुए मेरा गुरु जी का स्थान छोड़ करके जंगल से जब निकल रहा था, गुरु जी बहुत तक मुझे ये बता रहे कि अपने लिए जीने वाला पशु होता है या दूसरों के लिए जीने वाला भगवान होता है. भगवान बनना, पशु बनना, ये सबकी हुक्म निर्णय कर लो. भगवान तो बन नहीं पाया, लेकिन मैं ये कहता हूँ कि ये 40 साल से जो जिया, इसलिए पशु नहीं, भगवान नहीं. Time is this answer. Everything came from that. The total impulse of becoming being.
There are some issues going on in India, in Bharat. So you mean to say that there is no spiritual guidelines? Is that the issue for today's world?
Definitely yes. We need another structure. 1630 years before Adi Shankaracharya manifested in Kerala, and he has shaken the world with that way Siddhaganj. He has changed and totally renovated the entire universe of this philosophy. Now, what is the practical Advaita philosophy? He is sitting in an armchair and telling about all the philosophical words. No, we are not practical. Only one was practical, that was Swami Vivekananda. And that words came from Vivekananda that हमारा देश में एक कुत्ता भी भूखा है तो हम इस देश को आजाद नहीं मालूंगा वाला हिम्मत हिंदुस्तान का और कोई गुरु को साधु सन्यासी को हुआ नहीं. आम चेहरा बैठ के वेदांत बोलने से, उपनिषद का उच्चारण करने से हिंदुस्तान बचेगा नहीं. इधर का भूखा, पीड़ित, दीन, दुखी, दरिद्री व्यक्तियों के लिए हम सेवा में उतरेगा हर एक व्यक्ति.
Can you just explain Siddhaganj Seva, Sadhana and the Siddhi? How the Sadhana and Seva and the Siddhi is related?
Seva, living for others, doing better. That itself should be a sadhana. The concept is do seva sadhana, ask. For example, I will tell you, this year we have done one with all disciples. 50,000 people were given massages, medicines, food, and we were experiencing every moment the presence of Sakshat Paramatma Shiva.